Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is your daily go getimism number 824 for January 4th, 2016. Tonight I want to talk to y'all about participating in a pissing contest. A pissing contest, of all things. When you talk about a pissing contest, it's actually a real thing. You know, when little boys are young, and they feeling themselves or whatever, they challenge each other all the time. See who can run the fastest. See who can jump the highest. And sometimes we'll try to see who can pee the farthest. So we whip out our little joint and see who can piss the farthest. I've won some of these pissing contests, I want y'all to know. Yeah, I had one. I'm a winner. But as I got older, I found out that a pissing contest actually means when you are, the first example that I gave y'all is real. That's where it comes from. But figuratively, it's when you're bragging about something and trying to one up somebody, or trying to compare notes on who's better at something. So it's like a competition. Oh gosh. New cat. Anyway, so when somebody is talking about what they can do, and then somebody else tries to one up them, and it can be like when an argument gets out of hand, and that's looked at as a pissing contest. When two people are going back and forth, and there's going to be no end to this argument, there's going to be no solution, there's going to be no resolution, there's going to be nothing except a lot of going back and forth. A lot of, I'm better than you when it comes to this, or I know this and you don't know that. Well, I have this and you don't have that. And it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's really not about anything. A lot of times when you get caught up in a pissing contest, you didn't mean to do that. You didn't mean to get into an argument with somebody. You didn't mean to get into a contest about who's better, who has more, who's more worthy, who looks better, who acts better, who can do this, that, and the third, or whatever. You didn't mean to get into that, but you find yourself right there in the middle of it, smack dab in the middle of it, wondering, how the hell did I get into this thing? Now, from what I understand, women get into pissing contests too. Now, there's a difference from what I've seen between the way that a man gets into a pissing contest and a woman gets into a pissing contest. Now, first of all, when a man gets into a pissing contest, they don't really care who's around. A lot of times men get into pissing contests because women are around. So they'll turn it up a little bit, ramp it up a little bit, get a little bit louder, start to get a little bit more reckless, or how should I say? They will start to try to embarrass the other guy when the women are around. That's what men do. Everything was all good till the women came around. Now he wants to act this way and that way or whatever, because he wants to look good in front of the ladies. No man wants to be embarrassed in front of the ladies. Now with women usually have their pissing contests away from the men, because they battle over things that men don't battle over. Men, we may have a pissing contest over cars, definitely sports, money. Women, things like that, competition, things that involve muscle. You. No, man. Get off. Women normally get in the pissing contest when men aren't around. They may go back and forth about hair, nails, handbags, shoes, money, but about whose man treats them better, or gives them more, or provides for them more. Who's more attractive, things like that. They won't do that while men are around. It don't look cool. Women have their pissing contest away from the men. They keep that amongst themselves more. Whereas men wait until the women come around, and that's where they want to do it. It makes a little bit of sense to me on the male side, because why would a bunch of straight men try to impress a bunch of straight men about how good they are? Nobody care about that shit. You know what I mean? We act like we care. Nobody really care about that. But it's not a good thing to be a braggart. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a good thing. Nobody really appreciates that. It's not cute. It's not one of those things that's going to really endear people to you. It's just like one of those things where it may be a situation where somebody tried to make it seem like you didn't have what you have, or you weren't as good as you are. Like they wasn't recognizing or paying homage or showing your due respect for any of your accomplishments or things that you are a part of or have done. So that's how the pissing contest starts. Like, you ain't nothing. You ain't all that. You corny. The only reason you have this, that, and the third is because of blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, it's on. So y'all going back and forth. And it don't solve nothing. It really don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, what can you do about a pissing contest? You don't even know. Normally, you don't recognize that you're in a pissing contest until it's too late. Then it's like, oh, how the hell did I get into this thing? I don't know if women feel the same way. But I will say this. A lot of times when men get into pissing contests, it's often a little bit of alcohol involved, some substance abuse. And when that's the case, it's easier to get into a pissing contest where things get out of hand. Now, when men sober up and they get their shit together and another man gets in their ear like, listen, man, that wasn't cool what you did, blah, blah, blah. You need to handle that. Y'all fix that. And we normally do, because we recognize when we play ourselves, but we don't normally recognize it until we have fully played ourselves. It happens. And women, when they get into a pissing contest, it gets a little bit emotional, and sometimes they're not friends afterwards. So there's a bit of a difference there. Nonetheless, like I said, it's not a good thing to be a braggart. It's not a good thing to be talking about what you have and what somebody else doesn't have. It's not cute. It's not nice. It's not one of those things that's going to bring people to you. But when you're in the middle of it and your adrenaline is coursing through your veins, you actually think that, yeah, I'm showing them and I got everybody on my side. It doesn't work that way. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, when it comes to a pissing contest, it all started off back in the day, aiming your piss, trying to see who could piss the farthest. And that's one of the points where a young man starts to feel himself. He starts to understand the spirit of competition. Now, I've heard that women can also have pissing contests too. Actual pissing contests. I don't know how they would do it because they can't aim. Like a man, we can take our joint and we can piss this way, that way, up, down, straight. Women, I don't know. Maybe y'all can let me know. Hit me up. Sun752, that's SUN752 at AOL.com. I'd like to know. If y'all have some pictures, let me see. Video. Let me find out. The Urban Therapy with Sun show is tonight. Tonight, 8:30 p.m. Tonight, January 4th, 2017. Did I say 2017 before? I think I said 16. I meant 2017 before. Anyway, tonight we're talking about taking unfair advantage of the elderly and the handicapped. So we're going to be talking about people who are predatory when it comes to the elderly or people who are unable to either think for themselves or do for themselves. You have people out here who are waiting on, you have family members and all kinds of vultures out here who are waiting for people to die in order to collect that insurance money or the estate from the will. You have people out here who claim power of attorney over people just so they can steal their money. They don't really care about them. And you know what? A lot of this happens in nursing homes also. Taking unfair advantage of the elderly or the handicapped. So we have to be careful about this, man. But we're going to get into that tonight. It's going to be deep. This is going to be a real good show tonight. So make sure y'all tune in. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. blogtalkradio.com/son752. Call-in number is 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. blogtalkradio.com/son752. Peace. I'll let y'all later. Ain't that long.